أنت العليم الحكيم سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجواد الكريم قل رب زدني علما. قال الإمام النووي رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى ونفعنا بعلم في الدارين. قال عن أبي جحيفة وهب بن عبد الله رضي الله عنه قال آخى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بين سلمان وأبي الدرداء فزار سلمان أبا الدرداء فرأى أم الدرداء متبذلة فقال ما شأنك؟ قالت أخوك أبو الدرداء ليس له حاجة في الدنيا. فجاء أبو الدرداء فصنع له طعاما فقال له كل فإني صائم. قال ما أنا بآكل حتى تأكل. فلما كان الليل ذهب أبو الدرداء يقوم فقال له نم فنام. ثم ذهب يقوم فقال له نم. فلما كان آخر الليل قال سليمان قم الآن. فصليا جميعا فقال له سلمان إن لربك عليك حقا وإن لنفسك عليك حقا ولأهلك عليك حقا فأعطي كل ذي حق حقه. فأتى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فذكر ذلك له فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم صدق سلمان رواه البخاري. So continuing in the chapter of moderation, so in this hadith, Wahab ibn Abdullah radiallahu anhu narrates that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as was the system in the beginning of Islam, and particularly in the beginning of Hijrah, when the Muhajirin left from Makkah and they came to Medina. So Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam to create a very strong bond among the Muhajirin and the Ansar. So he made one of the Muhajirs a actual family member or brother of the people of Medina. So a Muhajiri would become the actual, basically the brother and the family member of that Ansari family. Okay, in fact, it was so much so that people thought, well, probably they're going to inherit and all that. So finally, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually sent down the revelation that no, they're not going to be actually like blood relations, but the Islamic relation. So this was a very, very wonderful system that Nabi alayhi salatu prepared. And in that context, so Nabi alayhi salatu made Salman al-Farisi radiallahu anhu the brother of Abu Darda radiallahu anhu. So Salman al-Farisi, who was quite elderly and he was quite experienced, he has a very wonderful story. In any case, so he came to visit his his Ansari brother Abu Darda radiallahu anhu. And when he got there to his house, he saw that his wife Darda kanat mutabadila. Mutabadila means, she was, not paying attention to her physical appearance. Her hair might have been, sort of disheveled, and clothes were not all that clean, and she didn't look like the tempting wife, to the husband that the wives are supposed to be, particularly in Islam. So Salman radiallahu ta'ala says, so what is your affair? Ma sha'nuki? So what's your story? She said, your brother Abu Darda, he doesn't have any haja for dunya. He doesn't have any need for anything in the world. Okay. So Abu Darda came and then he prepared some food and he presented it to Salman. He said, eat because I'm fasting. So Salman told him, I'm not eating until you eat also. So he forced him to eat. And since he was the younger one, so he had to obey that. Okay, then they went to sleep. So now Abu Darda gets up, very early in the night. Salman says, go back to sleep. Later on he gets up again, go back to sleep. So then in the end of the night, he says, okay, now get up. And so they both got up and they offered their tahajjud together. And then he said this very famous, saying of his, which Nabi ﷺ also mentioned in a similar context. He said, verily your Lord has rights upon you. Allah has rights upon you. And your family has your rights on you. Your wife has rights on you. Right? You have your body, your own body has your rights. As we mentioned earlier, Nabi ﷺ also mentioned your eyes have rights on you. Your body has your rights on you. So your neighbors, your visitors. So everyone has these rights. So we have to fulfill those rights. So he says, فَأَعْطِ كُلِّ ذِي حَقٍّ حَقَّهُ. So give everyone their rights. not only spending your entire time in ibadah, but again, the whole theme is moderation. Particular time, balance with your worship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a balance with your wife, a balance with yourself, a balance with your family and others. So then they went to Nabi alayhi salatu in the morning, and Abu Darda narrated this story, and Rasul alayhi salatu said, Sadaqa Salman, Salman has told the truth. Rawahu al-Bukhari. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand and give us the tawfiq to become balanced, Muslims according to His pleasure. Ameen thumma ameen wa akhira da'wan.